Hi everyone, this is Hong Kong Free Press reporting from Tai Po. We are currently at a podium in Kwong Fuk Estate, which is near the fire site in Wang Fuk Court. The fire has since took at least 44 lives, including a firefighter. 64 people were taken to the hospital and 16 were in critical condition, according to local media reports. In front of us are different volunteers who have gathered supplies such as clothing, tissue paper, lunch boxes, water for distribution to residents affected by the deadly fire. Since last night, many responded to calls, including those on social media, to donate supplies to residents in need in Tai Po. Large amount of supplies rolled in on Thursday morning. For example, as you can see here are some socks, and there are many thick jackets and coats as Hong Kong gets a bit chilly in recent days. On Wednesday, a fire broke out at the residential estate in Tai Po. Multiple buildings caught on fire, and the fire was categorized as a number 5 alarm by the fire authorities at around 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday. This morning, authorities said that around 279 people are still missing. We learned from residents of the Guangfu Court that a lot of people who live there are elderly. And if you can see in the background, the firefighting operation is still underway. To recap, this is Hong Kong Free Press reporting on the ground from Kwong Fuk Estate. This is a housing estate next to Wang Fuk Court, which is the residential estate that caught on fire on Wednesday. The fire has since killed at least 44 people, including a firefighter. Supplies such as food, clothing, blankets have been delivered to the housing estate for residents in need to grab. The podium is quite busy at the moment as volunteers arrive with more supplies and residents come here to find what they need. Here you can see drinks also available. Here's a woman who's holding up a sign that says free Chinese medicine consultation. She's offering free acupuncture services as well. You can see this man, sorry, this man in a white shirt appears to be offering consultation for a resident. The government has set up shelters nearby. A lot of community centers and community halls and also schools have been turned into temporary shelters. I'm now moving to the other side of the podium where a lot of residents gathered to check on the fire site. This is also an area where you can see ambulances and fire trucks parked, and you can potentially see people rescued from the fire site being sent onto the ambulances. As you can see, dozens are here, including journalists and residents. And over here, are some ambulances and fire trucks parked near the fire site. On this side of the podium are also some residents who lost their homes in the fire, and they appear to have sought shelter in this on benches. And you can see bedding were set up. There are a lot of thick blankets, and there were even mattresses laid on the ground over here. We tried to approach some of them for an interview earlier, but many politely declined. A lot of them appear to be very exhausted. You can also still see smoke coming out from some of the buildings in the housing estate. The blaze engulfed the green safety nets that were put up last year because the decades-old housing estate needed a large-scale renovation work. The cause of the fire remains unknown, but the police said that styrofoam materials that were used to seal the windows during the renovation likely worsened the situation. And Hong Kong's security chief, Chris Tang, also said that waterproof tarpaulins, protective nets, plastic sheeting burned far more violently than compliant materials. Police also made 3 arrests earlier. They were 3 men aged 52 and 68 who were arrested on suspicion of manslaughter. They were an engineering consultant and 2 directors from a construction firm. The police force said they have launched a joint investigation with the Fire Services Department. We will continue to report from the ground, and please stay tuned for more updates on our social media platform and on our website. Thank you for watching.